Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm getting ready to do a reading for the 9-9 portal for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Just kind of get a gauge for what this energy is doing for each of the different polarities. Just keep in mind that we each have both of those polarities within us. So even as we kind of apply one polarity to another person, you know, this message is for my Divine Masculine, this person in my life. Also remember to bring that back into yourself and apply that to your own inner masculine or feminine energy, and to figure out where it is that you need to grow in order to expand. Speaking of expansion, if you guys have ever wanted to or been drawn to Reiki energy, if you have ever thought to take a Reiki course or are just interested in what it is and finding out more about how to tap into that, my Divine Masculine and I are teaching another Reiki 1 course. It's Holy Fire 3. We're doing a Reiki 1 course the weekend of October 10th and 11th, and I'm actually hoping to be in England to be able to do that there with him. It will be an online course for those that are taking the class, but he and I are hoping to be together for that class. We did it a couple weeks ago when I was there also, and the energy of the class was just so powerful and so amazing and so freeing, and just really such an honor to be a part of, and we just can't wait to launch more people. It really is such an amazing eye-opening experience and energy-opening experience, and it just broadens so much of your world when you are attuned to the Reiki energy. So if you've ever been considering taking a Reiki course, maybe consider taking it with he and I if you resonate with us. Like I said, we're going to be offering it October 10th and 11th. We haven't quite posted the information on our website, but if you want to know more about it, just email me or go to his website. The information for that is down in the box below. I believe the information from the last course is still up there, so you can just read a little bit about it. And if you are interested in signing up for it, go ahead and email me, and I'll send you a link to be able to sign up for it before we get the logistics and everything posted on our sites. But I wanted to give you the heads up about that in case anyone is interested in taking that class with us. All right, let's dig into this portal energy. Excuse me, throat chakra. I do have my music on right now too. I switched my office around though, so I'm not sure how loud I can have it without being able to hear it. Alexa, turn it up. Just gonna listen. When she loves me, she takes me back home. Alexa, turn it down. Very nurturing energy, very soothing, very like I just want to lay my head on my mother's chest. Something about speaking your truth too. I'm having some throat chakra issues. Can I have a card for the Divine Feminine, please? Can I have a card for the Divine Feminine with this 9-9 portal? What is the energy that it's ushering in for her? Thank you. 2 of them. There's 2 other ones here too. Let's put those back in for now. Can I get 2 cards for, or 1 card, whatever you think, the Divine Masculine also? Can I have a card for the Divine Masculine for this 9-9 portal, please? Heard on the song, most of my days are spent alone. Feels like a real longing in the masculine energy right now. Could be that this 9-9 portal is helping him to heal some sort of mother energy, some sort of pain, some sort of lack of nurturing. When she wakes me, she takes me back home. Can I get a card for the masculine energy, please? Thank you. Yeah. Look at that. nourishment. And then let's start with the masculine right now, because that's where it feels like the energy is right now. Nourishment, nourishment. This 9-9 portal is bringing in an energy of nourishment, and where to find that within himself. Where do I get this nurturing that I was missing all of my life? There was just such lack when it came to, I hear proper nutrition, so it could be literally about nutrition, but there was no nurturing for his soul. The feminine energy did not nurture his soul, and that's what this portal is bringing in for him, is this feminine, it's like feminine goddess energy into his heart, into his soul, so that he knows that he is cared for, so that he understands how best to care for himself, but also what it feels like, what that energy, the energy of nourishment feels like. It's very soft. It's very like, I just want to hug you and rock you and sing you a lullaby or something like that. That's what he's needing. It's this portal is ushering in healing for his inner child who was neglected and not seen, not nourished in the way that he deserved. Divine feminine. Ooh. This is very powerful. This is a very powerful energy here. It is the energy of focused drive. It feels like this is masculine energy, that it is creating movement, using her intuition, using the power of her gifts and her understanding, and focusing that energy into manifesting what it is in her life that she has been thinking about, and whether that's a divine partnership or a job or just more clarity or whatever it is. It feels like it's bringing in the energy with the focused intention of her feminine energy, her intuition, her knowledge, her knowing, focusing in on nurturing that feminine energy helps to balance and ground her masculine energy. Not just the divine masculine, in her life, the one, in the 3D, but within herself, creating movement. It all comes from nourishment of the soul, and for the divine feminine, that is nourishing and taking care of her feminine energy. It's helping to usher in masculine energy for her. That means movement. That means action. That means inspired action. This 9-9 portal is really going to open up a doorway for her to be able to create movement in her life. Love that. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about where the divine feminine is in our headspace right now? Divine feminine headspace, please. Thank you. I'm not going to take any reversals from this deck. Alexa, turn it up. This is really like an energy of union, of reunion, of joining forces, of merge. There's something here in her headspace. There's this ego programming, some sort of belief system that is holding her back from fully integrating that masculine energy, like I was telling you. Up till now, she's had a really hard time integrating and merging masculine energy, trusting the masculine in her life. That comes from not being able to trust masculine energy in her life up till then. There's wounding, there's trauma that was placed on her. There is a belief system that she is lesser than, that she's not worth it, that she's not worth focused attention. There wasn't a balance there's this real feeling of loss, feeling of being lost. I posted my daily message today too. It's kind of like that. But it's in her headspace, though. It's in her head. It's in her head. That's what I hear. It's all in her head. She is in the energy of union right now. She's in this merged energy. It's like the masculine energy is there for her. It is there. It's an illusion that there is something that is holding her back. There is something that she's mourning. Or something that's not enough. It's an illusion. It's just in her head. There's so much fruit on this tree right here. She just has to open her eyes to it. This trumpet, it feels like this portal is really, this trumpet is about to sound for her and kind of wake her up. Or wake her up, honestly, or wake her up to whatever pattern that is, whatever thought pattern that is that holds her back. She's going to be awakened to how that affects her life and why that creeps back in again and why she allows that thought pattern to rule her life. Or to not allow masculine energy in, to not trust masculine energy. Okay, can you tell me where the masculine is in his headspace? Can I get another one, please? So, okay, this is interesting. The Divine Masculine headspace. This is the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. 4-4. And on this side, the Divine Feminine's card was the number 44. Which is the attraction card. And to me, feels very masculine. It feels very Mars energy. It feels very Aries energy. It feels like creative, passionate, driven, action-focused energy. That's what it feels like to me. So the masculine is kind of stuck in holding on really tight to something, to boredom, to not having movement. He's kind of stuck in the way that he wants things to be, or this is like holding tight. This is holding a little bit too tight. Needing, so I hear savings account too. I hear savings account for this. Needing a savings account but not having it. Needing to have a backup. Needing to feel secure. And finances and money are also connected to self-worth. So it could be that there's a sense of lack. There's a sense of real like boredom here. It's just like, oh, I'm so sick of this money issue. I'm so sick of money being an issue. I'm so sick of money being an issue. That's what it is. That's in the masculine headspace. So it's also right underneath of this nourishment one too, and the energy of money and abundance and joy comes from deep nourishment too, deep soul nourishment. So if he's lacking in that kind of soul nourishment and nurturing, then obviously money and self-worth is going to be an issue. All right, where's the feminine in her heart space? Where's the feminine in her heart space? The Star. It's a really beautiful star card too. And the Hermit. Okay, so it's also right underneath of this Judgment card too. So the energy of this resounding horn is and the realization of already being in union, already being a united force, already in a partnership. the realization of that is like in her heart, she already feels that she's healed so much. She knows what she wants. She can feel what it is that she wants. She just has to dig, and she just has to go find it. She just has to go within in order to find it, instead of trying to find it outside of herself in another person. That masculine energy that she's looking for to trust and to have it lead the way, she's looking for that and has always looked for that in another person. She needs to go within in order to find that. And she knows that. That's in her heart space. She knows that in her heart space. It's just clearing out this head space, this kind of longing in her head space that is kind of holding her back from being able to do that. But she can feel the energy of that knowing from somewhere deep within her that everything that she's ever wanted, all of her hopes and dreams and wishes are there. It's already there. They already exist. The energy of them already exists. She's looking for the evidence of them, though. She's been looking for the evidence outside of herself for them. And so it holds her back from manifesting everything that she wants. She just isn't being patient enough. You're not being patient enough. You just have to go within and connect with yourself. Really connect with who you are and get your focused feminine energy. Focus on the feminine and what she needs, and when she is wounded, what it is that she needs. How are you not taking care of yourself? How are you not managing your energy? When you don't manage your energy, you slip into wounded feminine energy, which results in, when the feminine is wounded, when she's in that kind of triggered energy, it's because she is not taken care of, and she shifts into distorted masculine energy. You can never move forward with distorted masculine energy, but it's coming from the reflection of wounded feminine energy. Take care of her. Manage your energy. Your spiritual hygiene and maintenance is so important to be on point with. And whatever it is that stops you from fully doing that, it feels like this portal is going to shine the light on that in order for you to get into alignment with that and really be able to focus. To focus on you, to focus on your path, to create movement on your path. For some of you, that movement and that path is created with that Reiki energy. There's a reason that they wanted me to introduce that to you in the beginning here. For some of you, that focus comes from the introduction to Reiki energy. All right, where's the masculine in his heart space? Ten of Wands. Seven of Cups. So there's definitely, this is his heart space. He knows that there's some sort of burden that he needs to lay down. It feels like there's some kind of confusion about what that burden is, though. What is that? There's a little bit of confusion here. He can't see it. He is not nurturing his feminine enough, or there is kind of distorted feminine energy around him, so his intuition is cloudy a little bit, or there's just something that he hasn't seen yet. There's something that he hasn't seen yet, and he knows it. He can feel it. This is in his heart space. There's some kind of burden that he needs to lay down. There's something that he needs to walk away from, and it's just not clear right now what that is. There's some kind of chaos. There's some kind of confusion. It's like there's a million different options. There's a million different options and ways to go, and all of these different energies that he's dealing with, but he's not sure which one to focus on. But it's just an illusion. It really is an illusion. It's an illusion. He knows. He knows which one. He needs to be soft. He needs to be soft with himself. He needs to feel the softness of feminine energy in order to really allow his intuition to guide him, to allow himself to be guided by feminine energy, by that to get that clarity. He needs to be soft on himself. He needs to be kind to himself in his heart. He is not 100% kind to himself in his heart. It's self-worth. It's connected to the ego mind that is stuck in. There are self-worth issues that are still there that come from this mother wound, this lack of nourishment. It kind of hardened him a little bit, and there's a lot of times where his wall goes up and he wants to protect himself because he's not feeling a soft energy. Or whenever there's an energy around him that doesn't feel soft to him, it just sends him back to the energy of self-worth issues and yeah. I'm listening to the song that's on right now too. It's hard to hear. Alexa, turn it up. The song just went down. Alexa, turn it down. But when I turned, I've got a coffee mug over here next to me, and on it says, "I am light." So that's connected to this too, and that's connected to this too. I need to get another card for that. What else can you tell me about the masculine heart space? Sometimes it's this confusion. There's a lot going on in his heart space right now. If all I've got is your hand in my hand, maybe I could die a happy man. That's really what this is. This Ten of Cups sitting right here in the center of his heart, right in the middle of his heart. It's this knowing, this energy of knowing, the depth of happiness. And he has really pure happiness sitting in the middle of his heart. He knows exactly what he wants. But it's so confusing. There's something that needs to be let go of because it creates this energy of confusion. But right in the center of it is this knowing. It's like, no, but I know. It's something from his childhood. It's an immature kind of energy. It feels like a teenage kind of energy. First love, maybe, is what I hear. There's some kind of knowing. There is a real knowing. There's a feminine knowing within his heart that this is the middle. This love is at the heart of everything. Love is at the heart of everything. He knows that. He knows the energy of that, but it's like he's never fully felt that in his entire life. Sometimes the energy of pure, deep, intimate love confuses him because he's so used to a lack of nourishment. He's so used to being mistreated that he has a hard time focusing on the energy of pure, intimate love if it's masked in someone's energy that happens to be like a little bit sharper or frustrated, or someone that there's it feels like when it's surrounding money too. There's something connected to when the issue is money, or the issue is worth. He just wants to simplify it. He really wants to simplify it. If all I've got is your hand in my hand, then I could die a happy man. Why is everything else so complicated? It's just a learning process. It really is a learning process. His heart is learning how to stay open. And when things get confusing or when things get all jumbled and chaotic, there's a very chaotic energy to this. He has a hard time with it. He has a hard time. His heart really has a hard time with when things get chaotic or frenzied. So with this portal energy, it feels like this focus coming in for the divine feminine is really going to help with that also. That collective feminine focusing in and really finding answers and being sure and creating movement and coming more into merge kind of union energy is really going to help with this heart, this confusion energy that he comes across. It's going to help him to let go of emotions, and emotions were always very volatile for him. They always came out in a volatile way from feminine energy in his life. And so when things get heated or things get intense, sometimes he gets confused and confuses that intensity, that intense love. He confuses that for aggressive, volatile, emotional energy. He's still learning to balance when the feminine is feeling emotional or insecure or not worthy. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go on and I'm going to do an extended reading for this also. I want to talk more. I want to get a message from this divine masculine to this divine feminine, and from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. So if you're interested in finding out more information about this, click on the link below. It's going to be over on Vimeo. And I love you guys. If you've made it this far in the reading, I want you to put let's see, what are we going to do today? Let's do a rainbow emoji down in the comments, and I'll pick just a couple of you and pull some cards for you, and just to say thank you for supporting me and for making it this far in the video. I'll put the reading right there in the comments. I will see you over there on Vimeo. Thanks, guys. Bye.